Being named valedictorian is an honor that represents the highest academic achievement earned by one young man and one young woman who have earned the highest GPA in the graduating class by the end of 7th semester. First, our representative for the women. Rarely in my career as a school counselor have I seen a student pursue academic excellence the way that this young lady does. I'm certain she must be stressed, but I only saw it once or twice in 4 years. She is confident, calm, and able to find the humor and joy in most tasks. But what stands out the most about her is her incredible kindness. If you ask anyone at Everest to describe her, almost without fail, that's the first word you'll hear: kindness, followed closely by determination, sometimes modified by insane, as in insane determination. She's never shown me a hint of hesitation in her pursuit of our most rigorous courses. I mean, a really terrifying course load, which is amazing considering the devotion she shows to her school activities like National Honor Society, soccer, and student government, or her family life, which must have kept her busy since she's related to what sometimes feels like every single person at school but me. There are a lot of cousins, and all of them seem to look up to her. I've watched over the years as this young lady took on one challenge or another with this amazing balance of strength and serenity. She's aware of and comfortable with who she is, has a mission and purpose in just about every interaction, is full of energy and passion, and a positive force in the lives of everyone around her. And we know she will leave a mark on this world with her insight, intellect, and kindness. Ladies and gentlemen, our valedictorian and Franciscan University of Steubenville Baron, Mary Beth Williams.
Good morning, faculty and staff, parents, families, guests, and class of 2020. I want to begin by recalling our freshman year at Everest. Approximately 1,406 days ago, the 25 of us, minus Blythe and Stas, walked into our first day of high school at the Collegiate. We had brand new uniforms, were in a brand new part of campus, and had 4 long years ahead of us. However, if I'm going to be completely honest, as time went on, most of us started looking ahead in our future to one special day in particular, our graduation day. That's right, most of our time at Everest was spent wishing we weren't sitting in a high school classroom, but moving on to bigger and better things. Mr. Stencil in particular can attest to this, as fellow classmate Liz Westlake and I kept a running countdown until graduation day in the back of his classroom throughout most of our sophomore year. Well, we're here. We've made it. But I don't think that any of us could have predicted the way that our senior year at Everest ended. Although our time ended abruptly and we missed out on some key moments of our senior year, I don't feel as though a part of me is missing. I'm so thankful for the time we had together and the memories we made, despite the circumstances we were placed in. I wouldn't trade my years at Everest for anything, because it truly is a unique place that helped me to grow in ways that I didn't even know I could. Not only did we learn facts and information from textbooks, but I think that I can speak for my entire class when I say that we all learned valuable life lessons from every teacher or faculty member that helped us along the way. Whether it was discussing personalities in calc class with Mr. Wen, stopping our discussion of literature to talk about JP2 in Miss Mellis's class, apple picking with Miss Mansour, High Five Friday with Mrs. Willards, or tolerating Mr. Molesky's puns, every teacher brought something different to our experience at Everest. And of course, if any of you know Mr. Frost, you know he insisted on a shout out from his favorite niece in this speech. But in seriousness, thanks Uncle Rich for your support throughout the last 4 years, not only as an uncle and formator, but also as my soccer coach. I also want to thank Mary Williams for not only being a great formation coach, cousin, and friend, but also for being a great role model for me and my fellow classmates. Last but certainly not least, I'd like to give a special thanks to Mr. Reichert, who in the midst of running a school, always made time to listen to what we had to say as if he had nothing better to do. However, I not only learned valuable life lessons from the faculty and staff at Everest, but also from my fellow classmates. Throughout the years, we became extremely close and connected, and I know that our high school experience would not have been the same if just one of us had not attended Everest. Here are just a few lessons I learned from all of you. Madeline Arbogast taught me always to work hard for what you want. Liz Westlake taught me what it means to be a loyal and trustworthy friend. Nina Baker taught me that you don't always need to be the center of attention to make an impression on those around you. Annalise James taught me that it is never a bad time to watch The Prince of Egypt. Kate Ingold taught me to go for what you want with determination, but not lose sight of the importance of relationships. Ginny Taylor taught me that it's better to take the risk instead of losing the chance. Jane Nedwick taught me that great things can come in small packages. Gabby Lazera showed me how to find humor in everything. Kate Bunky taught me that a semester's worth of online classes can be done in a week. Molly Malash taught me that sometimes just a simple laugh or hug can make someone's day. Lila Thews taught me that it is possible to show a sensitive side while also being the toughest person in the room. Amanda Beer taught me the power of vulnerability. Blythe Brooks taught me the value of being open to new possibilities. Rachel Scott showed me how to stay positive at all times. Grace Miller taught me to enjoy a good book and analyze it thoroughly. And from Colleen Walker, I learned to never be ashamed of my relationship with Christ. So, class of 2020, our countdown was incorrect. We lost 56 days of our senior year, but we didn't really lose them. We learned from them. And now there are approximately 1,406 days of college ahead of us, and while they may seem long, I know that the class of 2020 is not going to approach this next chapter the same way we began high school. We may still have a countdown, but we now know our strengths and skills and are better prepared for what comes next. We know the importance of those people we surround ourselves with, both our mentors and our friends. We now know the value of each day, and we won't go into this next stage of our lives taking experiences for granted. Class of 2020, this is it. We don't have any days left. As the next countdown begins, let's do it all for him.